This whole time. Oh, Ellen, thank you for letting me know. Hi. Yes, I knew there would be something. I'm all discombobulated now, see, because it's Monday. Hi, I'm Alicia. Like, where do I even begin now? Welcome to my live stream. This is our 2 hour chance to get ourselves right for the week. I got my audio right now. Thank you. I hope you can hear me now. Oh gosh, no. Anyway, yes, normally I do this live stream on Sundays at the same time, 10 a.m. to 12 noon Eastern time. But I had some other technical issues where things were actually not working. And so I was not able to. So I'm happy to be here with you on Monday. May the 4th be with you. Now I feel so silly. But yes, so we are here today. We're going to work on our first do some journaling together, and I'm going to give you some prompts to kind of start to feel yourself out for the week, get yourself together. Yeah, Ellen. Uh, I had my microphone muted, so uh yeah, basically I was just kind of letting people know in case they catch us late or if this is the first time here, just hi. Hello. So I am so sorry. Yes, thank you for telling me that you couldn't hear me because I would have just kept going. So all right, we are here, we're gonna get started. I'm so silly. So this is I'm so happy that we are in a new month. This is our theme for the month, which is following through on what we intend to do, but also being kind to ourselves, keeping it real. Like things are not going to go according to plan always, and you're not always going to feel either mentally or physically able to do certain things when you set out to do them. So we want to be a little kinder to ourselves, but at the same time, it's balance. Like we do want to do some things, right? So that is our theme for the month. And then today we will explore more of what we were going to do today. So, yes. All right. Mm. Okay. So, first, what I want to know is just how was your week last week? it feels weird to even think about it now that it's Monday. But yes, I want to kind of recap and think about how things went, and if things went according to plan last week, or maybe they didn't. Maybe, maybe you weren't feeling well, maybe you were ill, maybe you had technical issues with your live stream, maybe maybe there was something going on with your family. So how do we feel? How was last week? Give me a thumbs up. Give me maybe a flower emoji or something. Ellen, I love your flowers. I love the sunshines. So let us know how you felt and how you feel about this week coming up as well. We are here to support you. We are here to make sure that, we get at least get ourselves off on the right foot for the week. So yes, let us know in the chat. I feel I feel my week went pretty well. I didn't accomplish everything that I had set out to do, but it was a good week. I applied for some jobs, and I have some interviews coming up, so I feel good about that. Um, and the sun is out. It's beautiful, and it is a gorgeous day today. So I'm always happy with that. Okay, so yes, Ellen, you are so right. The force is out there protecting us somehow, making sure that we're okay. So yes, I'm so happy. Yeah, I wasn't sure if I wanted to, try it again today, but yeah, once we got the kinks worked out yesterday, so that happened around yesterday afternoon, and I was like, we're gonna try this again. So I'm so happy. We made it. We're here. We're good. So all right. So how was your week? How was your week? Let me know in the chat and we will move on here. And also, I want to know, as we're thinking about just how it was in general, if you can think of maybe a small moment of joy last week that you had, please share. Please share. It just makes us feel so good just to know, maybe for me, I think right now I'm pretty happy. So that's good for this week. Last week, just enjoying the outdoors and the weather and walking. I did a really long walk last week, or long for me, it was like 6 miles. So that felt good. And I want to do more of that, more walking and more time outside and just exercise instead of just hunched over in front of my computer. Imagine that. Yeah. Oh, that's right. I forgot about the Derby. Yes. Okay. So Kentucky Derby was amazing and made up for last week's medical. Yes. How are you? So it sounds as though you are recovering nicely, and I love to see it. That is good. Yes. Yes. Derby. All right. So how deep did you go into the Derby? Did you have a hat? Were what do they eat for the Kentucky? I'm like forget about the horses. What do people eat for the Kentucky Derby? And did you have a horse that you were rooting for? There was one that was called So Happy, and so that was kind of like in my mind that was my horse. But no, I the TV was on in the afternoon, but then just something happened. But I know it started later in the evening, and by that point, I had already, I guess, checked out, so I missed it. So that is the reason why. But yes, okay. Did your horse do well? If you had a horse, you know. I don't even know who won the Kentucky Derby. I don't know, but so it was one of those things where I was like, I was intending to watch it, and it just kind of just didn't quite happen. But yeah, I think it's cool, like the hats and the just people enjoying the sunshine and the weather, and just I'm very into that. It's springtime. I want to make sure that people are just not always scrolling and looking at Pinterest the way that I do. All right, so now focusing, Alicia. Our order of business today as we get into our journaling is going to be first, we are going to gather our gear. I have a little list of things that I use every week. And then I'm going to guide us through just some little basic breathing exercises just to get our minds focused on our journals. And I have my journal here. I don't have the overhead camera just yet, but this is my bullet journal. And this is actually, here, I'll show you. And where's last week? I wrote a lot, so I can't find stuff. So this is last week in my bullet journal, and I will show you the green screen. I will show you how I do my weekly spread at the second half of our time today. But yes, we will get ourselves ready. We'll breathe. We'll do a brain dump. We'll do some journaling prompts. And we're going to do a break, and then we'll do our journaling time. Okay. See, Ellen. Oh, horsies. They're beautiful. So all right. So you didn't have a favorite. Just any of the horses who win is a winner, and it's beautiful. Okay. Okay, I like that. It's just like you're enjoying it to enjoy the beauty of the horses, which they are. They're just gorgeous. So okay. I always had a vision of one day I would have like a rich friend who had a horse, and I don't want a horse myself. I just want to like mooch off of a rich friend. And I don't, yeah, I just want to like visit their horse and feed it. Yeah, don't listen to me. Okay, so we're gonna get started. All right. Okay, so now we are gathering our little gear. Okay. So what I use every week, these are the things that I use. If you're just getting started with journaling, or if you're not, just use whatever you have. Don't feel as though you have to amass this like giant collection of stuff. I still don't. I've been journaling for years. I don't feel that I have a lot of things really. So yeah, don't ever feel that way that you have to like, just take over your whole house with it. So yes, you are going to have a journal. And when we say journal, we just mean any kind of notebook that you feel good about writing in. So I have a dotted notebook for bullet journaling, but yeah, you can, if it's a 3-ring or excuse me, like a spiral bound notebook, whatever. Get a pen that you like to use. I like gel. Get some highlighters. I have a few highlighters here. Permanent markers, correction tape, because I make so many mistakes and I don't like to see the scribbles. I have a ruler. I have a pencil. Sometimes I make marks and then go over it again with pen. I have my calendar stamp over here. So it's just a stamp of the month. And I actually remembered to switch it to May. So we're winning already. And survival stuff. We're going to be sitting here for a minute. So I have my coffee. I have my lip balm. I have water. So I feel I'm winning. Do I have tissues? I have tissues actually under my desk. So I'm winning. Okay, good. All right, because my nose always starts to run at the most inopportune times. So, all right. So we got Miss Ellen here. All right, she's giving us the details. She's telling us about these horses and stuff, and I'm just like, yes, living for it because I love horses. I used to draw horses. Did you ever used to draw horses when you were little, Ellen? Or did you have any horse toys? Yeah, when I was a youngster, I was really into horses. So let us know. Let us know. All right, so let us know as well. We're going to do a little poll. Oh, hey. All right. Yeah, Ellen. Okay, so Ellen has a new set of mild liners, which are these highlighters here. Okay, aren't they the best? I love these. Yes, I hope they inspire you to highlight and get some I hope they inspire you to just play more in your journal, just to have more fun in your journal. So that is awesome. Yes, you treated yourself to some new tools, and I am loving that for you. So yes, all right. But now I'm like, yes, highlighters, markers. But again, if you're just starting journaling, don't feel that you have to buy all this stuff. Okay, so our poll is be honest. Why? And that's going to be our all the polls are going to be this way for the month. Be honest. Why are we stuck this week? Or why do we feel as though we are not moving forward? So, is it, and feel free to use an emoji because I'm all about like not typing because I'm a slow typer. So, yes, you're feeling maybe tired. You're feeling that you're overthinking everything. Just everything is just like you are 60 steps ahead of where you are right now. Always, it's always chess instead of checkers. Um, Maybe you don't know where to start on a project, or maybe you're just avoiding something. Like, oh, that does not sound pleasurable. That doesn't sound fun. Yeah. So why are we stuck? Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I've been being honest. Um, not knowing where to start is always an issue for me. Uh, just kind of not knowing how to lay out the steps and get everything accomplished in the order that it needs to be. And yeah, just overthinking. You're like, okay, I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to do that. And like sometimes you have to start at step three and then go back. So sometimes I forget that, and I just always want to do things in the proper order. So yeah, let me know how you feel. All right, I'm moving on. While you do that, while you think about that, and let us know. Okay, so now we are going to finally get started with our journaling. But first, I want to just have us get into a good mind space. And this is something that I like to do to, yes, make sure that our physical and our mental are more connected and more grounded. So, all right, if you are ready, we are going to take some deep breaths and just let it out. All right. So very simple. We're going to first close our eyes. Okay. And I want you to breathe in deeply through your nose and try to fill your lungs up as much as possible. And at the top of the breath, just hold it for a moment. And let it out. And try to empty your lungs when you let it out. Okay, okay. Another inhale. Hold it. And let it out. And you can make that noise too. Okay, another inhale. Holding. And let it out. Beautiful. Okay, if you would like, please keep your eyes closed. I gotta open mine just so I can go to the next slide. But I want you to take that moment while your eyes are closed and think about, what do you want? Okay, so this is your chance to think about what you would like in your life, what you would like this week to look like, what you would like the rest of the year to feel like. So this is a moment just to think about what you want. All right, all right. So now, keeping in mind what you want, we are going to get started here. We're going to take our pens, all right, and we are going to just let it out on the page. We're going to do a 5 minute brain dump. And when I say brain dump, I just mean whatever un- unorganized thoughts are in your mind. I just want them down on the page. Okay, so you are going to write as quickly and as much as you can without stopping, and we're going to go for 5 minutes. Let me go ahead and get my timer ready. What's going on here, Ellen? Yes, Ellen. Okay, wait. She started using the mild liners indoors. I read instead of under. I'm not sure. Wait, so indoors I read instead of under. And it turns the book into a work of art. I like to think of a book that way. It's beautiful. Yes, books are just like if I had so all right, let's go back to if I were rich, I'd have a rich friend who has a horse that I could visit, and I would also have uh just millions of books. There you go. Yes. So what do you do with the books? Do you go back to them and like read man? Do you go back and like just flip through and just like, I did this, I created this. It's beautiful. Yes. Yeah, I love Mountliners so much. They're didn't like them at first because I was like, they're the pastel colors. I was very much like, yes, I like bold colors. I like very bright fluorescent things. But now I'm like, no, it's soft, it's beautiful. It is a work of art. Hmm. All right. Focus. Alicia. All right. So I'm gonna give you guys 5 minutes to start brain dumping. Probably whatever thoughts you were thinking about. It's like they're in there and I can't get them out now. Okay. 5 minutes. I'm going to turn up the music a little bit. I'm going to give you some quiet time. Stop talking, and go. Brain dump time. Oh, okay. Okay, we have 53 seconds left in our brain dump time. Yeah, very good. Excellent job. I hope that that time gave you a little more clarity as to what you want and how you want this week to be. So yes, I've been, uh, actually, I watched a video this morning and I'll link it. I'll find it, but I'll link it in the chat. But yeah, it was probably AI to be honest, but it was Dr. Wayne Dyer, and he was talking about not manifestation, but just seeing something and feeling as though you were already in it. He was telling a story about his teenage daughter who wanted a dress really badly, and she's like, "But Dad, I already see myself in the dress," and then he bought it for her. So it's like, all right. So yes, thinking about what you want is helpful. That was my point of all of that. So now I want to let you know what our quote of the week is. This is something that I like to write in my journal every week just to, kind of keep myself motivated. And it's just nice to think about the wisdom of others when you are going through your week. So our quote of the week is, I long to accomplish a great and noble task, but it is my chief duty to accomplish small tasks as if they were great and noble. And that is Helen Keller. Hmm, hmm, yeah. Yes, I agree with that. Just, thinking about the tiny actions that you do throughout the day, and just thinking them as, maybe elevating them in your mind. All right, so and that goes with our theme today, which is start small and stay moving. So yes, think about all those tiny, tiny actions that you do throughout the day that help you get to where you want to go, and what you can do to break larger tasks up into smaller tasks, and so that you can accomplish more things. That is the goal, right? Mm. Maybe. Uh, all right. So, our first journaling prompt, that's what this is about, is, what is one boring, stupid to do item that is also small and doable? Okay, so think about something that maybe you've been putting off, that you know is stupid, and you know it's gonna not be the most pleasant thing, but it is something that wouldn't take a lot of time if you actually sat down and did it. So, all right, I'm gonna give you 5 minutes to think about that, and whatever else pops up for you. If you weren't done with that brain dump, you can continue that during this time as well. Okay, we have 35 seconds, 30 seconds left. Very good. That was our 5 minutes for that journaling prompt. And I see we have Budgeting Mama joining us in our live stream today. And I had to sing it. Hello. I'm so happy. Welcome. Happy Monday. Oh, I hope you had a good weekend. And yes, yesterday was a train wreck. And I'm so sorry. So I'm glad you made it today. Yes. And thank you so much for joining us. Always, always. Um, yeah, it was not pleasant yesterday. Let's not talk about that. Anyway, I'm just so happy you're here. So yes, all right, all right. She made it. She made it. And then, oh my goodness, yes. All right. Uh, what's going on? What? No. Okay, so I already did a small repair. No, your foot. Don't touch your foot. Don't. See, that's why you're journaling to avoid touching your foot. I get it. Um, all right, so we've got budgeting mama. We've got Ellen. Yes, this makes me like yeah. I feel the crew is here. It is good. Okay. All right, y'all. I'm gonna move on. I'm hyped up now, like, yes. So I hope that helped you come up with one stupid task that you could do this week that would propel you forward in some way, okay? And now our next journaling prompt is, what would be the easiest, weirdest version of that task that you just came up with, okay? Um, Mine is okay. Uh, Mine is to go go to Amazon and pick out a top. Or it doesn't have to be Amazon, I'm sorry. Go online somewhere and pick out a top because I hate clothes shopping so much, and I would I need clothes. So I'm like, okay, if I could just pick out one. So maybe what is a weird version of that task that you have come up with? I have to think of mine. All right, so I'm gonna give us 5 more minutes. Ah, just one shirt, just one shirt, one top. That's all. All right, wait, where is my timer? There we go. Okay, y'all, we have 20 seconds. All right. Sometimes I just don't know when the time goes up. Um, yes. Okay, wait. So I hope think of a weird, maybe more enjoyable way of doing that task that you really don't want to do. That actually is not that deep. It's just you don't want to do it. Let's see. Okay, so anyway, that is a good question, Alex. What could I do? I do confidence. All right. I don't know why that I got mentally like blocked there. I'm sorry. Yes, I will figure out a way to get this to you. It is there is a website that's called Academic Sound. So I've created the playlist of like the combination songs, but I'm a DJ now. But where I got the tracks was Academic Sound, and then I just found a bunch of tracks I liked. And just there's another software that just smushes them all together into one file. The worst. Ooh, I wonder if I could just. All right, Ellen, if you can give me like a day or two, I think I have an idea. Okay. Wait, and I'm gonna write that down. I think it might be fun to do like a silent journaling session, and then it would be me talking. We would just listen to the music, which is something I'd been wanting to do for a while. Anyway, so thank you. Okay. Yes. And then you could just listen to the music without. I don't know. All right, let's go on to our next journaling problem. Okay. What nonsense might slow me down? Okay. So think about something stupid that is going to keep you from doing the thing that we had already decided you're going to do, right? It could be another person. It could be a pet. Dogs are very much on a schedule. It could be. So I was serious actually with that question. With that, yes. So there are many factors that might slow you down, and so this is your chance. Like think about, try to plan ahead a little bit. Like what might actually keep you from doing this stupid thing, and how can I make this easier on myself now? Okay. So we're gonna ponder this for 5 minutes. It's a good chance to think about maybe all your relatives who are holding you back. They're not, but they are at the same time. Okay, 5 minutes. we have 1 minute left in this journaling prompt. What nonsense might slow me down? What tomfoolery? Malarkey. Okay. Very good. Sometimes I'll just be in mid-sentence and I'll see that timer and it just kills me. Um, yes, all right, y'all. So I hope I gave you some clarity on what nonsense and trickery and foolishness might hold you down or hold you back from what it is that you'd like to do. And maybe you thought about some different ways to make it feel easier for you, or ways to like peer, peer, peer. And I see Ellen. All right, Ellen. Yeah, sometimes it's just us. It's not any outside thing. It's just us holding ourselves back. So, why do you think that is? What is going on there? You don't have to journal in it, and if you don't want to put everything down, I want you, you know, what is it? A fear of yes? Is it maybe feeling that you're not going to do well at whatever it is, which I don't think would be true. Mm, mm, all right, yeah, yeah. We do hold ourselves back a lot. I know I hold myself back from different things, and it's a lot more. It's a lot more damaging than I think we give ourselves credit for. So yeah, let's explore that. So yes, thank you for sharing that too. And it's yes, I felt that for me. Yes. All right. Okay. So now, if I get out of, I believe this is our last journaling prompt. And let me just double check. Yes. Okay, this is our second to last prompt, and then we will take a break. All right, so if I get out of my zone this week, what is the smallest step I can take to get back into it? Okay, so yes, when you think about different things that you have progress on in the week, how if something is hindering your progress, then you start to slip away from your zone of progress, your zone of productivity. How can you get back into that? What will be the smallest step that you can take to get back into feeling that productive? All right, so I'm going to give us, I want to, yeah, I'm going to still give us 5 minutes. And I want you to ponder that if something tears you away from your focus, how can you bring yourself back? All right. So much writing today. Yes. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay, we have 20 seconds. Okay. Doing all right. How are we feeling? I know, what, I'm giving you maybe some things to think about and, reasons why things aren't quite going the way that you had hoped. And that's okay, because that's how we grow. That's, we're learning about ourselves, and we're learning about what motivates us and what holds us back. Could be ourselves, could be someone else, could be physical, mental, we don't know. So that is what we are learning about. Hmm, hmm. right. So this is going to be our last journaling prompt for today. And then after that, we are going to take a break. It'll be a 5 minute break. And then I will come back and we will have some quiet journaling time. So, what is our journaling prompt is what is one small step I can take tomorrow to get going? Okay, so Tuesday. Tuesday, what can happen in the next 24 hours to I said get going, but to keep it going. I can't read. So what can you do within the next 24 hours, 36 hours to take a small step and get this show on the road? All right, so I'm gonna give us 5 minutes. Okay. And yes, let's think about this. What is something, just something teeny tiny that we can do? We have 5 seconds left. Okay. Ah, beautiful. All right, first give yourself some applause for getting through those journaling prompts. And yes, I hope that that gave you a little bit more, things to think about with regard to just choosing something small and making sure that it's something that's going to move you forward in life. And this is something that I still struggle with because I'm very much an overthinker, and I worry about, oh, well, if I do this, then well, this is going to happen. I have to do these steps in the correct order or whatever, and then just not doing anything. So that is not what we want. We do not want that. Okay. So I hope, just journaling about it, even if you have to do it multiple times. Like, don't think that you're just like cured just because you did it this one time. But just think about how you can check in with yourself at regular intervals, and maybe start to see some changes, start to see some different things happening. That's what we want, right? Okay, so good, good, good. So we got through that part. All right, I lied, you guys. There is another. Why am I making you guys write so much? I'm so sorry, but are you loving it? Are you liking it? Yes. So I kind of forgot about this slide. um, so yes. See what happened was before I used to have a long 10-minute brain dump at the beginning. And then it was like, okay, then I do some journaling prompts and then that's it. So right now I split it up into 5 minutes because that made sense. So what I would like us to do now is I'm going to give you, and then for real, we're gonna, I'm looking at my slides. All right, so we're gonna go back and highlight some things in our journals, and then we will take a little moment of rest. All right, so I'm gonna give us 5 minutes to dump. So now that maybe you've had some kind of shift, maybe your mind is starting to think of different things that you can do, I want you to take another 5 minutes and brain dump and just get it out. It does us no good. It's worthless. No, it's not. But it's much more helpful once you get it out onto paper. Okay. Yes. And Ellen, you ain't said nothing but a word. Overthinking is just the enemy of all time. So yeah, it's just, it's like, what could go wrong? uh, what materials do I need? And it's like, do I need every single tool that is available to do this task? What do I need to learn? I'm very much like, okay, I need to, like, I need to take a class on it or something. Like, I can't just figure it out. Like, no. So, girl, yes, this is very, very. Oh, thank you. Yes, yes. Yeah, it's just, I want us to start to hopefully overcome the overthinking, the voice in our heads that's just like, oh, you're not ready. You're not ready. You can't possibly do this. You got like 8,000 things to do first before you can actually get started. So we're not doing that this year. Okay, so now that you've thought about some things and you've written some things down, I want you to write about what you wrote about. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna give you another 5 minutes, and yeah, just whatever pops into your mind, write about it. Okay. Yeah, it is quiet. That was 5 minutes? Oh, okay. All right then. Yes, your brain is done. Everything is on the page now, I hope. As much as you can get out in 5 minutes. Yes. All right. Feeling loose, feeling good. And now we are actually going to highlight our things. So basically, this step I feel is very important. So what we're doing now is we're going to take our highlighters. Ella's got her new highlighter. She's ready to go. We're gonna take some highlighters, or if you do not have highlighters, that's okay. That's okay. We're gonna take a pen and we're gonna underline anything that you wrote down that jumps out to you, that speaks to you, that you want to put into your planning later. Okay. So I will give you three. Ooh, I wrote it's a mess. Okay, so I've got some work cut out for me. All right, so we're gonna take 3 minutes to do that. Okay, we have 30 seconds left in our highlighting, underlining time. There we are. All right. So, yeah. So now I'm looking at my journal. I have some different sections that I went on a rant a little bit about something, and so I highlighted that. Just something that I noticed that I do a lot and that I don't want to do. So I went ahead and kind of drew a box around that. And yes, I see some highlighted things here. I hope, it's just something helps me to kind of. Okay. So we are going to take a little break. Um, get up, stretch your legs. I know when you're journaling a long time, you just start to feel kind of floaty, maybe. So I want to give you a chance to kind of maybe think about something else and come back, and then we will do our planning and just planning and scheming for the week. So I will give us 5 minutes. Get up, get a glass of water if you are feeling thirsty, and stretch it out, and come back, and we will journal. I can't. Sorry. Come back. Oh, and Ellen, you had asked a few moments ago about the music. Um, what I'm going to try to do is upload my playlist, like just the file, to Google Docs, and then I will put the link somewhere, maybe in like the post for my channel. I don't know why this is like freaking me out, but I can't get it together with that. So yes, that is what am I trying to do here? All right, I'm just 5 minutes, y'all. Apparently, I need a break. I need to like get up and stretch. So I'll be back, and we will do some more journaling. We are back. It is the end of our 5 minute break, and we hopefully had something delicious to eat or drink. And now we're ready to get started with our quiet journaling time. We're going to take what we have been writing in the first half of our live stream, and now we're going to put it into a place where we'll see it every day in our weekly spreads, in our journal, if you are a bullet journaler. So, yes, that is what we would like to do, just be able to see it every day and, you know, motivate ourselves, put ourselves pumped up for the rest of this week. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I will share my I want to share my journal with you and what's going on. Oh my gosh, you guys, okay. Um, um, no, it's good. Give me one moment. While I'm doing this, go ahead and just, maybe in the chat, just say something that you intend to do this week. I want to hear your intentions of the week. Oh my goodness. I am so sorry, you guys. I've been this live streaming lately, and I don't know why lately. It has been rife with technical issues. And I don't appreciate that, especially in the middle of a live stream. So we are going to figure this out together. But go ahead and get yourself ready. Alright, you guys, I may have to step off. We won't see my kids for a moment. We have about a minute and 15 seconds left in our quiet time today. But if you are lucky enough, I hope you have a little bit of extra time to be able to spend in your journals. That would be awesome. Very good, y'all. All right. So you are seeing a little bit of my behind the scenes here. I've got my little camera set up. And you're actually, you don't see that anymore. All right. I just first want to thank you so much for sticking in there with me. And I hope that the journaling time was helpful for you just to have that, it's always good to have that appointment with yourself and to make sure that everything is going on track for you. So yeah, yesterday, like I really missed it. I missed the time with my crew, and I missed being able to just have a few moments just to spend in my journal. So I was sad yesterday for the technical issues, and I'm sad today, and I'm sorry that they happened. I don't know. Yeah, there's just something with the connection with my phone camera that so I can't have the overhead camera the way that I usually do. So, so I had to like kind of retreat into my journal. So I hope I don't even know how I was acting for a moment there. Like I was pissed off. So, but once I started to write again, it felt I could feel myself calming down, so that's good. And that's what we want, right? Like we want our journal to be kind of, our happy place, our calm place when we're not feeling so great emotionally. So, all right. So we had a few minutes, and your week is hopefully planned out somewhat. I'm going to do my very best here to show you my weekly spread if that's something you'd like to see. I don't know. Actually, let me turn this background thingy off. Okay. All right. So I'm ready. So that is my weekly spread. This is pretty typical of how it's been looking for the past few months. I've got my calendar up here. I've got my intention of the week, which I kind of wrote while I was angry, so probably doesn't sound that great. I intend to keep going and make tiny incremental steps toward my goals, even when I face setbacks. I do not want to let future Alicia down. By this time next year, I will be able to show her the changes. Hmm. So yes, all right, and then I have my habit tracker here. So just to keep track of things that I do throughout the day, like taking my medications or I say medications, vitamins, or exercising or reading and things like that. And then these two spaces here, I didn't get a chance to fill them in, but these are the coming 2 weeks. So you got what is that, May 10th through 16th and 17th through the 23rd. And then my goals for the week. Can you read that? No, you cannot. That's why. Camera. Okay. Let's go back. All right. Camera is good. But that is my intention of the week. These are habits. Now I can't see where I'm pointing. And my goals for the week. Figure out this live stream. apply to 50 jobs because I do 10 a day. All right, and then our quote of the week: I long to accomplish a great and noble task, but it is my chief duty to accomplish small tasks as if they were great and noble. And that is Helen Keller. And then over here on this side, ooh, I can't see one point. This is my week. On this side, the far side, is where I would put my to-dos. And then on this side is where I would put appointments and things that are time sensitive on this side. So I didn't have too much an opportunity to fill that out. So I'll take a few minutes to fill that out. And that's it. Oh, and I also wanted to show you guys the inside front cover of my journal, which makes me so happy. So it's cats, it's kittens, these little jerky looking, kind of smug kittens. So yeah, I have this calendar from last year. It's just all kittens. And so I've been cutting it up and using it in different ways. And then I have the sticker I bought actually 2 months ago or something. I don't know, at a fair. It was like an art fair. So yes. All right, so that is my live stream. Thank you so much for being here with me today. I'm glad that we had this chance to get together and journal together, and I hope that the rest of the week goes better than this live stream did toward the end. It started out well, right? But it's a pleasure to be here with you all, and I will be back actually on Wednesday evening. So yes, I am doing admin night starting this coming Wednesday. So basically it's not journaling focused, it's going to be body doubling. So just us getting together and working on administrative tasks. So whatever that is for you, it could be, maybe cleaning out your email inbox or filling out paperwork or things like that. So just to give us accountability and being together in one space and getting it done. We'll have 90 minutes to get all that done. So that's this coming Wednesday, 7 to 8:30 Eastern. All right, y'all. So I hope you'll join me for that. If not, join me next Sunday, and I will figure this whole technical situation out and be back on track. All right, I'm going to give you all. I can't even do my upside down wave the way I normally do because you're on the camera. So right side up wave. I'm gonna go off and cry now. No, not. I'm good now. Thank you so much. I'll see you either Wednesday or Sunday, I hope. Have a wonderful week. I'll give you a hug. Happy Monday too, bro. May the 4th.